evening, everyone. Warm
Good
welcome
evening.
to this edition of birthday parties and cook along with our dashing, dynamic IRO. So, in the absence of President Jayashree, who's had some urgent, unexpected work crop up, on behalf of the President, I welcome all members, past presidents. I think there's a circular here, and there's also a guest. Uh, Smita's mother is here, so we warm welcome to everyone. Looking forward to a wonderful time. So we will begin today's thing with the birthday celebration, which we had skipped last month because we had the TCI board visiting us, and so that we just thought we'll combine the June and July birthdays. So it is a tradition to send birthday wishes. Okay, can I request everyone to mute yourself, please?
You can everyone kindly mute yourself. Mute yourself.
You can mute all, Ranjana.
Yeah, let me mute it. Okay. Right. So it is a tradition to send birthday wishes and to celebrate the occasion. Some enjoy all-out parties and having a great time with a big gang, while some others gather in small bunches of close friends and family, and just a small fun, whatever your choice is. It feels lovely to celebrate your birthday and to receive birthday wishes, and I'm sure you all agree with me there. It, as the National Secretary, it's my proud privilege and pleasure to deliver the birthday wishes on behalf of the National Board to each of our members every month. And on special days like this, we would like to make merry and let everyone know that we are celebrating the most important day in your life. We pray for many days like today for you and hopes that you have many more birthdays, but with lesser wrinkles on the face. So today, Tangent India celebrates the birthdays of the June and July girls. And the two zodiac signs for the month of June are Gemini and Cancer. Those born from the 1st to the 20th of June are members of the zodiac sign Gemini. And Geminis are social, talkative, and familiar with trends. She is one of the most outgoing zodiac signs. The birthstone is the awesome understated pearl, which is technically not a stone at all. Your lucky colors are green, yellow, and orange. And you share your birthday with Angelina Jolie, Marilyn Monroe, Shilpa Shetty, and none other than Queen Victoria herself. Those born in the second half of June and in the first half of July belong to the zodiac sign Cancer. These women have the personality traits such as being loyal, tough but soft, diplomatic, and sometimes, like the animal that they're characterized by, they can be a bit crabby. The Cancer birthstone is ruby, and lucky colors are white and blue. Some famous Cancer personalities are Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Selena Gomez, Marilyn Streep, Karishma Kapoor, and Katrina Kaif. The second half of July is the birth month of the Leo woman. Leo women are warm and exuberant. They dream big and at the same time inspire others. The Leo woman is conversant with the language of love, and your birthstone is the peridot, and lucky colors are orange and yellow. You share your birthday with the likes of J.K. Rowling, Jacqueline Kennedy, Meghan Markle, Taapsee Pannu, and Kajol. So, you birthday girls, live your life with smiles, not tears. Beat your age with friends and not years. It's your birthday. We wish that whatever you want in life comes to you just the way you imagined, or even better. A very, very warm hug and happy birthday wishes from all of us here in Tangent India. And now, here's like we've been doing traditionally, we will have a small presentation for the birthday girls. Please let me know if you can see the screen.
Yes, yes, can see, can see.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is a small presentation for the June and July birthday girls.
It's that day that comes just once a year. We are happy that you are still here. If you think you're getting old, well, honey, let the truth be told. You only have eternity to go. You made it one more time around the sun. Now's the time you have to have more fun. Kick up your heels, enjoy the ride, and let your God above just try. Now's the time when we all have to say, have a happy birthday. Celebrate and dance with all your might. Have a happy birthday. Laugh and sing and celebrate your life. You are full of love and grace. It pleases us to see your smiling face. To see you rise and be a star. We know that you'll go really far. This life is short and you have just begun. So have a happy birthday. Celebrate and dance with all your might. Have a happy birthday.
Yay! So happy birthday to all the June and July girls from everyone here at Tangent India. Okay, so now we're done with that part of the agenda. I'm handing over the proceedings to our FCs, Munira and Lakshmi, and our IRO, Smita, to take over from here.
Okay, thank you, Ranjana. Thank you so much. Good evening, my dear friends in Tangent. It's lovely to see 45 of us here today. Great number to be with. And let me take this privilege of introducing Smita. Okay, good day. It's with great pleasure, pride, and excitement that I'm presenting to you our in-house chef, Tangent India chef, Smita. We all know how meticulous she is, right? And no, it's not any wonder that she's on the to the T board of Tangent India 2021. The fondness of good food and perfection to it has come from nobody else but her dear mother, Auntie Ji Shobha Sehgal. Lakshmi, can you spotlight her, please?
Yeah, let's start.
Hello, Auntie.
Welcome, Auntie Ji, Auntie Shobha, Auntie Sehgal.
Hello.
Welcome to
Welcome.
Tangent India Cook Show, hosted by your own daughter, the great Smita.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Smita's chemistry is totally in sync with the engineer and the science student in her. But like all of us, when we transform our, it becomes a necessity that we cook at home, So, but for her, it became a journey of perfection and making and creating new food every day. And of course, the lockdown has brought the baker in her, and she has this Facebook with Smita's Cooking Diaries. Started that in the lockdown, and she's loved. The page is loved by so many, and she has a whooping number of 234 followers. And her latest experience with Cook Along was with nobody else but Shashi Chellaya, and she is going to just take us all to another level of cooking today. So here we are with our in-house tangent chef Smita Ayaro, who is going to take us to Mexico and Portugal today. Welcome, Smita. Over to you. The floor is all yours. And the evening is all yours, and we are all yours today.
Thank you so much for those lovely. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Thank you for those lovely words of introduction, Munira. I am super thrilled to do this with all of you, and more than anything, I think it's the fun that we're going to have along. So I'm just going to share with you whatever I know. When you've seen the recipes, you must have seen the word Smitafied around. Well, that only means it's my version of whatever the food that we're going to learn. So we're going to start first with the Serradura. But before I start with this, for the nachos, I would recommend you put your oil on the fire for it to heat on medium. So when we move to the nachos, your oil would be warm. So you can just go do that quickly and come back. And we will need this. You could also spotlight the food view. The food view also.
We can't hear Lakshmi. Lakshmi, just a second. Lakshmi, your voice is cracking. Your voice is cracking.
Oil on the gas.
Sharangila, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sharangila, can you please spotlight the cook also?
The food view. The
Oh
food
my
view,
God.
please.
Now, how is she going to manage cooking and
The
this?
food, acha, food, you okay?
Just look for food view.
Yeah, just a minute.
Mute yourself.
Who's raised? Okay, so we're ready to begin. Do all of you have your bowls? You
One
need your
second,
cream.
I'm just, I think I can now make a co-host. So let me just make
Make
Lakshmi
her,
the
okay.
co-host.
All right. Yeah, so just get your bowls ready. We need the cream in a big bowl like this, and we need the beater. Okay, so get this ready. And we need a grinder here. So just get these two ready. We are going to start. The first thing we will do is put some biscuits into your grinder. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So the first step that we're going to do is grind our biscuits into a fine crumb. Okay, so this is good to go. No, it's a little coarse. So we'll just do it a tad bit more. We need a fine sawdust texture. So we will just reach there in a minute if you just read it. So you could use your blenders and just make sure your biscuits are all nicely like a sawdust. All right. So this is good to go. I'll just show you the texture. You can see. Can you see? Yeah. So this is how the texture is that we need our sawdust, the Marie biscuits that you have. So that's what you need. Okay. Coming to the next thing, we will whip the cream, which is your cold cream, with this. First start with medium and then take it to the high. It has to come into nice soft peaks. So we'll start with that. If you are using Amul fresh cream, take out the thick part because that's what's going to help you get there. So we need to look for the soft peaks. This will take about 3 to 5 minutes if you're doing it on a fast. If it's with the whipping cream, and can take maybe a little longer. highlight the food view somebody's written. So the food view is on the, yeah, so they want to see that view. You can probably change it to the food view. And you can take me off the spotlight.
I thought we saw the wizard.
Just a little closer to this. Bring it closer to the cream.
Nita, do we add anything into the cream? Some sugar or anything?
No, no, nothing. Just beat it.
Okay,
Nothing, nothing. Just beat the cream. You have
At
to
what
get the
speed,
soft
Smita? At what
peak.
speed? At what speed do we?
You will. Yeah, so first you do it at medium, and then when it starts coming into a fluff, take it to the highest speed possible on your hand blender. So currently I'm at 5, if you can see. Mine is at 5 right now. So it's getting beaten. And if you can see, the peaks are coming in. The peaks are almost there.
Smita, we are using normal cream, so the fat stuff. So it's going to take longer, no?
Should you set the
Little bit,
biscuits
not
first?
much. It will take a little bit.
Should you
Smita,
set
Yeah, you need to crush the biscuits. I've
Smita,
crushed the biscuits here.
No
Yes.
setting them now. Okay.
Smita, I'm asking you a question. Smita?
Yes, I can hear you. Please ask me. What is it?
Yeah, Renuka here. Since we are using normal cream and
Yes.
not being able to get whipping cream, it will take longer, no?
You beat it. You start beating it and you'll get there.
Yeah, I'm beating it. I said no, it will take a little longer. That's what I'm just saying.
A little, yes. Till you reach your soft peak, which will just take maybe a few minutes more. You'll reach your peak. Don't put the liquid part of it.
Questions on the chat box. Participants, please put your questions on the chat box and we'll handle it. Don't keep disturbing the person who's making it. We want you to put all your questions on the chat box and we'll handle it. Thank you.
So you can see the soft peaks have come in this. You can see the soft peaks are formed.
Just a minute, Smita. Audience, you all can actually take a view at the chat box. I'm posting some questions there. So if anybody wants to answer, can answer back in the chat box. All right. So you just keep a glance there also.
Okay, so my cream is ready. You can see the soft peaks, which are already done. Yeah. You can see these. This is how we need it. Okay. So I'll move to the next. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do after we have added, I've got this to the soft peaks that we need, we will add in now the condensed milk. So I'm going to put my condensed milk into this.
Smita, how much condensed milk?
It's 30 grams. Or you can roughly put about 2.5 tablespoons. 2.5 tablespoons, 30 grams, 2.5 tablespoons.
Okay.
So we are going to fold this into the cream. You're going to fold this into the cream. This sweetness is good enough for me. If you want, you can taste it at this point, and if you want to make it more sweet for yourself, you can add a little more condensed milk to it till it's your liking. So you can just mix it well. So we'll also add the vanilla extract now. So I am using this Spriggs vanilla extract. You can also use vanilla essence. It's just that it'll be the same. The extract is a purer form, so I prefer using this. So we need to put about 1 teaspoon. There's a question. What is it?
Can you tell us what speed the thing was beating at?
It has to be beating at 5, the speed. Oops, I don't know what this is. A brand new one. So it's Sumitra.
Smita, that question was not for you. It was for the audience to answer.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Just give me a second. Sumitra. Okay. So we will add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract to this. So I'm just measuring it in my teaspoon. You can measure it in what you have. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract goes into this. Yeah, so that's 1 teaspoon. So this is added here. All right. Get me that back. Now, after we have added all this,
Wait, you have a question?
it's not for me.
Oh, it was asked.
They'll take the question. Now, after we have added the vanilla extract, we are going to beat this whipping cream till we get stiff peaks now. So that's what we have to do. On the full speed of 5, we need to beat it.
So you first have to get soft peaks, add in what you need to, and then work it up to stiff peaks. This is one of the most easiest desserts that you have in Portugal. This is also, you can make it with different flavors. We are using almonds today. You can even use white chocolate. And if you like to use in Serradura different flavors, like maybe a strawberry compote, you can put some strawberries in your layers or any fruits that you like. So I'm teaching you the classic Serradura, which is the sawdust pudding. The variations are limitless in this. So once you learn this basic idea of doing a Serradura, you can make a number of puddings in your house. You can even add some other flavors to your basic cream. It's quite a limitless recipe. So when we beat it for stiff peaks, we need to beat it on the highest possible. So you can see the peaks are coming together. They're beautifully coming together. This is what is going to give your Serradura. And I think it's basically a nice condensed milk flavored pudding. You can taste the sweetness. If you want to add more, you are most welcome to add more according to your taste.
Don't miss the tangent and 41 logo on her apron.
It also has something, it says cooking for someone with love. That's also written on the apron.
Cooking for all of us with lot of love.
Absolutely, lot of love. Okay, the peaks seem to be coming up. This is going to give your dessert the body. So it takes a bit, but then it's totally worth it. And sometimes if you don't end up beating it to the full also, and you beat a little underdone, when it sets, it's like a custard. So that is also okay. There is no problem with that. So just hang in there and get done. That's why we choose a whipping cream, because whipping cream tends to beat up the peaks much faster. Yeah, so you can quite see the peaks are quite coming out nicely. So you can see my peaks. They're pretty good. Okay. So this is good to go.
Yeah, so this is good to go. This is quite stiff. Yeah, you can see that the holes that are there don't seem to be moving also. So that's quite stiff. And this is good to go. So we'll just give it one mix. And now
Smita, if you use
we will put this into a,
Smita, if you use
Yeah.
regular cream, I don't think it becomes so stiff.
no, it won't become so stiff, which is okay because when you set it, it'll have a little custardy feeling, not a very set custard.
Yeah.
So that's okay. That's the only difference.
So you can while and it's not getting completely. She's given gift cards.
Yeah, it won't get completely. You won't get it completely. That's the whipping cream, but you can stop now, and we can set it up. When it sets, it will set to a decent extent. So we'll now take. If you have a nozzle, then just take the nozzle. If you don't have a nozzle, you can just go ahead with the plain piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, then you can use one of your Ziploc pouches and then make it into a cone. And if you don't even have that, then maybe with a spoon, you can just try and level it up. So I've got these. I've got a jar. And I've got a little glass like this in which I can set it because I think this is enough dessert in my family. This is how much they'll eat. Or there's a jar like this and maybe another cute, pretty one. You can choose what you want to. So I'm going to just do it in all three to show you. So the first thing we're going to do is take our piping bag and put the nozzle right at the end. Okay, and you need something like this as big as this to hold it so that it's easy for you to put your icing. And now we will just make a hole into this so that it sits and your whipping cream doesn't fall anywhere. So there we're going to make that nice cavity there. And we're going to put this cream into this cavity. This is going to help us make our dessert pipe nicely. And if you don't have the nozzle, there's no problem. Basically, the taste is good. So all these things will add to convenience and the look of the dessert. And dessert is something, I mean, you like to see it good as well. So it does what you see is also important as to what you eat. So that's why we go into all these things with dessert. So, well, it's come into my piping bag. I'm going to now pick it up and just give it a gentle tap so that it all goes down. And I'm just going to press it so that there's no air bubble. I'm just going to press it like that so that we just have it all smooth, which may not be the case when you have the Amul cream because it's going to already be a little easy to handle. Now, I'm going to just put a rubber band on the other side so that it doesn't come out, so we just need that secured. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so our cream is ready, our biscuits are ready, and almonds are all sliced. So I have my 3 ingredients ready. That is, one is this, one is my sawdust pudding, and my almonds. So we're going to use these 3 now, and we are going to start with assembling our dessert. So I'm going to start with the jar first. And before that, I'm going to cut my piping bag. So I'll need a scissor. Where's my scissor gone? Yeah. So I'm going to cut my scissor just so that the design of my nozzle comes out. And if it gets a little messy, it's okay. No problem. You can always clear that up. So if you see, I'm going to hold it like this and I'm going to start with putting a layer of this on the base. Okay. And I'm going to take it out. And I'm going to just keep it in a straight position like this so that the doesn't fall back. And now I'm going to put in a little biscuit layer on top of this. Don't make this too thick because then you won't enjoy the cream. We need a very thin layer on top of the, so you can see. Give it a gentle tap so that it just levels out. And we'll just make it one layer. So you can see this. I'm just tapping it and it's like a nice thin layer on top of the, and you can just probably press it a bit so that it evens out. Yeah, so this is my biscuit layer gone in the Serradura. Now we will repeat this process with 2 more layers. So in goes my next layer. And And if you can see why I said nozzle is, let me show you. You can see this design. So this happens and it looks nice, and you'll have the same design on top. So that's the reason why I said it's nice to have a nozzle, but you don't have one, there's no problem. So here I'm going to repeat this process.
The yummy peaks of cream.
Yeah, yummy peaks of cream. That's exactly what it is. And it's got a condensed milk flavor to the cream, which is even more divine. That's the difference of this. That's the entire USP of the Serradura. So just give it a gentle tap. And then we go for the next layer. And now I'm going to add another layer of biscuits. You can go on this, you can repeat this until your size of the glass is filled. So when I'm doing a jar of this size, it's going to be a little more than what I would do here for the smaller one. So this is how this is. Here again, gentle tap. So you saw the gentle tap. And now I'm going to put my final layer of cream because I've reached on top. So I'm going to fill this jar nicely till the top. And I'm going to now I'm not going to make a layer. I'm going to just sprinkle the sawdust a bit. And I'm going to top it with almonds. Lots of them. Because when you take a slice of this, you will go right in deep and each almond is going to come up. This is my Serradura now. So if you see the layers.
Very nice and simple.
And this is the top. Very simple. So you can make this, it's a jar dessert. It's easy to even, you can store it like this, close it up, and I can save this as my jar dessert. These days we have the jar dessert things in very much in vogue, and it's easy to even maintain. There's no drop, no spill. You want to carry it for a party. It's very simple. So this is your jar dessert. And this is going to be again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you clearly. I can't hear you clearly.
Can we add some flavor?
You can add flavor, definitely. It's up to you.
Okay.
You can choose. This is the classic Serradura pudding. So you can maybe you could add a strawberry or a cherry or a chocolate. Even the biscuits you could change to an Oreo. It becomes an Oreo Serradura.
Okay.
So this is just the classic recipe I'm teaching you. So you will now see this is a smaller dessert cup. I'm going to make this also. And then we'll move to the next recipe. So I'll just show you these two. And whatever is left, you can always keep it in the fridge. And I can make that at a later stage because your cream is a little more than what we're going to be using. So you can make this little later also today. For now, maybe 1, 2, if you want to put it in, we can, for demonstrating, I've shown you. And if I want to keep this cream like this in this piping bag, I can keep it for up to a day and maybe do it the next. If I don't have the time and I want to make a cream, I can keep it like this in my piping bag for up to a day. And then you can just pipe it up the next day and, things like that. Like it's made too much right now. I don't want to make it. But you can actually store your Serradura also easily up to a week in the fridge. Nothing will happen to it.
Smita, after the last layer of cream, what do I do? Do we put the sawdust and then the
almonds? Yes. So if you see in my little this cup, I have just 3 layers. Yeah. So this is like a small dessert, and here I'm going with it on top. So basically the cream, the topmost layer has the cream, then your sawdust and your almonds. Yeah. So this is my Serradura in a lovely dessert cup.
Shobha aunty, did she do it properly? Did she do it well?
Can we use that? Can we use strawberries and mango?
You can. See, mango will not go very well with this because you have to think of what goes well with a condensed milk thing, So strawberry will go well, white chocolate will go well. But it's also up to your taste. So you can go ahead and try. And if you like it, well, very good. Don't like it, next time don't make it. That's all. You can definitely try. So I'm just making one in this little glass more. And then we move to the next recipe.
Lovely, Sukanya. Lovely. Nice.
Okay. Nice, Vasi.
Yes. Lovely picture.
Very nice. Lovely.
I am going to
now you need to put this. Now you're going to put this in your fridge. You're going to put this in your fridge at least for 1.5 to 2 hours for it to set. And by the time you're done with the rest of the cooking show, your Serradura will be ready to taste.
Yes, Sunaina.
So let's put this in the fridge.
High five to all of you. Sunaina, Shivaranjani, Sukanya, Bijal. Wow, yeah. And look at Ranjana's cup.
Munira, me too.
Where are you? Who's that? Renuka.
Smita?
Yeah. Can't see your cup from
The
Rachna. Rachna,
first
Yeah.
layer will be cream topped with sawdust and followed by almonds or
You can add almonds if you want to. The reason I don't add almonds is then it becomes too crunchy and then you lose the Serradura custardy flavor. So the almonds are best on top as per what I like it. But you are most welcome to try it the way you want to. There's no problem. You can do it either way. It's a very flexible dessert and it's a very easy one. So we are now going to move on to our nachos, the next dish for the day.
Cheers,
So get your oils on the gas and get your nachos ingredients on your table. I'm going to do just the same. Be back with you in 2 minutes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sunaina, where are you?
Lakshmi, voice is cracking. Lakshmi, we can't hear you properly. No, not yet. Okay, so 2 questions I asked on the chat box. One was answered by Arunaji. She said, right, 30 grams of milk maid was used in the cream to beat up the cream for the Serradura. And another question was answered by Renuka. The cream needs to be beaten at speed 5 in the hand beater. So first round of quiz, Renuka and Arunaji win. Clap.
Yay.
Yeah, so now we are ready with our, give me hot water. We are ready to do the corn chips. So I would suggest you get your oil on the gas. Your tawa can be ready because we'll need the roller pin, these 2 things to roll out your tortillas. And we are now going to start with the dough. Let me see. Sumitra, see, Charlie. We'll also need warm water, so I suggest you get that ready. So what I have on my tray here now is, let me show you. So I have, we'll need a pan, sorry, not the tawa first. We'll need the pan first. So on our induction or on your gas, we're going to first. So on my tray now I have makki ka atta. I have some flour for dusting, which is going to be needed when I'm going to be dusting. So this we can keep aside for now. Then I have jeera, ajwain. I have these 2. I have oil, you can see, yeah. And I have warm water. So we're going to start with the nachos recipe. So the first thing that you need to do is in your pan, we've taken this pan, I've slightly heated it up. I'm going to roast you're going to add the jeera. Okay, we're going to add the jeera in this. Just give it a nice roast. And I'm going to add the ajwain also. So we're just going to roast this for a bit till we get a nice aroma from this. Just about few seconds, you will just get them so that it becomes a little crisp. Okay, just give it a small roast. And you'll just get a slight fragrance coming while that's done. Yeah, so I'm getting the fragrance. Yes, so I've got the fragrance. And now what we need to do is transfer this into a pounding jar. And give it a nice pound. This is going to give flavors to your nacho chips. So you want them little crushed so that the flavors get infused into the dough. And when you're pounding, you'll get lovely fragrance coming out. That's exactly what we need. And now we can just keep this on the side. Now let's take the big bowl in which we are going to do our dough. I usually prefer sieving mine because it makes the chips much better. So I'm going to start with the maize flour. I'm going to sieve my maize flour. It's always a good idea to sieve any dough when you're using it, because if any things in it, like you see, I got this little maize thick thing, so I will leave that. And then I will add the maida, the flour. Okay, so I've got my doughs all done. Now I will add this, what we had pounded, into this. Yeah, so I have just added that for a flavor, give it a good mix. Okay, so I've got my flours both mixed. And I'm going to add salt to my taste. So say I go about half a teaspoon. The salt is really not a worry if you go less, because you have toppings with it. So I'm going to just add what I feel would be good for this. So say about 3/4 teaspoon, and this goes in. So I'm mixing this now nicely. Now in will go my oil. And I'll just mix this once nicely. And now we need to get desi. So we'll need our hands, because this is all the mixing done. Now, the main thing when you do corn chips, you need to remember is have warm water with you. Don't put cold, because it will not hold well and your chips will not be the texture you need them to be. So we'll see the oil is all stuck here. So we're going to just break that out a bit.
Smita, sorry to
start. Yes.
The maize flour and maida you have added with the pound ingredients, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So basically you put all the ingredients into your bowl. Everything together in the bowl, and then you add the warm water slowly. And knead it into a nice dough. Nice firm dough. Actually not firm, it should be like a chapati dough maybe, you know. So while I'm heating this, I'm going to put my tawa also for little heating. This is called multitasking. So we're just going to knead that up. Actually, we can focus it.
What about the...
Yes, yes.
Okay.
What about the?
Oregano? No, not at this stage.
No, oregano is not in the corn chips. It is only the jeera and the ajwain that is roasted, pounded, and put into the dough. So you put your salt, you put your jeera, you put your ajwain, you put maida, you put corn flour, and warm water.
Oil? Oil.
Oil is also going in this. We had put about 4 teaspoons of oil in the recipe. That's the 4 teaspoons that will go in here. So I'm just kneading, giving this a nice knead, and you'll see with the warm water how well it is nicely blending up. So I have a little left on the side, so I'm just going to take a tad bit more. So just bring your dough together so that it's nice, and like you make your chapatis. So this is now we are going to make the Mexican chapati, which is nothing but the tortilla. Now this tortilla is when you make it without the jeera and the ajwain, then it becomes your plain tortilla, which you use in your enchiladas or burritos. You know, it's basically when you're making nachos is when you're adding the flavor. When we do tacos also, we do not have them with these flavors. I mean, you have, the thing about it is it's more or less the same ingredients of maida and corn flour, but it is just that it has different flavors. The one when you make plain tortillas is just, and the best part about these tortillas is when we make them, we can make them semi-cooked. We can keep them in the freezer also. You can put them in the freezer with, wrapped in a nice newspaper in an airtight box. And this will stay in your freezer for up to months. When you want to use them, just thaw it, cut it, and fry it or bake it. Now I'm going to fry it in the traditional way because
Smita,
all good things.
You're talking about the dough you can keep in the freezer?
Not the dough. Yeah, I mean, not the dough. Ideally, not the dough. Make it into the chapatis, which I'm going to make you the tortillas now.
Okay.
That you make it and keep it. And I'm going to show you about 3 or 4. And the rest of the atta can be kept aside and can be made later after the show. You can make it and keep them also. So if you see, now my dough is come together. So they have a look at the dough. So if I give it a nice punch, it's good.
With the quesadilla also the same atta is used?
Sorry?
Quesadilla also the same atta is used?
No, quesadilla is flour tortilla. Quesadilla you can make with this. In Mexico, they do have the original, but most of the quesadillas which you get in the restaurants are on flour tortillas. So they don't use the corn flour. Instead, you use the wheat flour.
Okay.
Same ratio you can make, use the wheat flour. So, okay, my
This
dough
is
is ready.
equal, no? Corn flour and maize flour and maida equal, right?
No.
Or
In this, no,
maize
no.
is-
One and
the
a
maize
half
is
and
more.
one. One and
No,
a
you're
half.
you're not using corn flour, are you, Smita?
Sukanya.
Maize flour.
Maize
Maize
flour,
flour.
no,
This is
not
maize
corn
flour.
flour.
Yeah. Not corn flour. No.
You're
maize
going on
flour.
saying corn flour. That's why they're getting confused, Smita.
Sorry,
Maize flour.
corn flour is also corn and it's maize flour. Sorry. Thanks for the correction.
You're welcome.
So, because they have a typed recipe in that it says maize flour. I've given them the ingredients so they wouldn't be getting hold of corn flour now for sure. Okay.
No, because you've been
now I
mentioning
need you to take.
But
Yeah,
Smita,
because it is
I
all.
asked
See,
you
the
later,
thing is, we say.
are there options to make with oats or something also? Later on, I can ask that otherwise.
You see, oats. It now if you want to change it to an oats chips, it doesn't remain nachos. It becomes oats chips. We are doing the original classic nachos. So okay, now I've got a tawa here which I've heated, and but oats will have a different consistency if you powder them. They'll be very granulated, and we need a fine. If you see this, it's quite a fine ball. So with oats, I don't know if you'll be able to get this. You can try, see, cooking. That's what I say. It's your own version of it. So this is the Smithified version of it that I'm giving you. Now I'm just going to coat this slightly, like you make your chapatis. I'm going to coat it and going to roll this. So I'm using this one because I want it really thin. I want this roll.
Smita, you don't need to rest the dough.
Not necessary. Not in this. Yes, but when you're making tortillas, you need to rest it for half an hour. When you're making corn chips, you don't need to rest the dough. In this, you don't need to rest it. Because you're going to cook it so many in this. And when you're making the flour tortillas plain, it's needed to rest it. When we're adding warm water here, it works very well. You don't need to rest it. There's absolutely not a worry. Oops, talking and cooking little. But we can fix that. So we're just going to roll this out. And there's no worries in adding any dusted corn flour because it's going to help you roll. And it rolls pretty easily. It doesn't stick and things like that when you add the dusted corn flour. But the only thing is get it really thin because that's what's going to make your chips nice and thin. You can use any, I prefer the thin one. You can use any rolling pin. That's not a problem. So it's nice to make them little nice and big because then when you cut them, you can cut a little more. So here I'm going to put this tortilla onto my tawa. And while that's getting done, I'll just move on with another one.
Smita,
so I'm just going to make about 3.
Smita?
Half cooked is what you need. See, if you see now, I'm just going to take this out half cooked.
Yeah.
Not full cooked. Just half cooked. Because you're going to fry them, they will cook at that time properly. But you need this so that the thing goes. I forgot one step. Sorry. You need to puncture these. After you have made them, I think when you're talking while cooking, no, you tend to forget it. So just give it a little punch. You can also do it after. If I've forgotten it there, I can do it here. But it's just so that it doesn't. You know, when you're making nachos in the oven, in the kadai, it should not become like a big puri. That's the reason you need to punch it. So we're going to do about It should not bubble up. Yes, exactly. It should not bubble. The whole purpose of that is it should not bubble. So there, my tortilla is getting done there. My corn chip tortilla. And these you can very easily store. Now, if you want to modify the amount of jeera or you want to modify the amount of ajwain, you don't want to put it, you don't have it, you want them plain, it's quite up to you. But nachos usually taste nice with jeera. Ajwain, I would say, is optional. Don't leave the jeera out. And roasted jeera powder is okay, but it doesn't quite add the same flavor as freshly one does. Ek plate, no. So my tortilla is done. I will take it out in my plate. I will put forth the other one. So it's good idea. You know, you can even make these tortillas all at once, maybe in the morning, and then in the evening fry them. So you can, it's very easy to, usually when I make nachos, I make them nachos, tortillas one day and fry them as and when I need them. It's easy to space it out, and it's when you're free, you can do this. And you can store these. Yeah, prick, sorry. Thank you. You can store these made nachos in an airtight box up to maybe, you know, 15-20 days. But the thing is, when you make nachos, usually they don't stay that long because you end up eating them all. It's that good. So I'm just going to do 3, and we can keep the rest of the batter covered. And you can make it at a later time, because we'll just proceed. We can, otherwise the whole thing will, you will get about, I think, 12 tortillas in this much batter. So you have good nachos to go for you for a few days. And what I'm going to teach you is fully loaded nachos, that is assembling the entire thing up. You're most welcome to have them just as chips with making your fried beans as a dip. You can have it with sour cream. There's another way of making it with just cheesy nachos. So the good news is I'm going to be giving you all those recipes. So I'm not teaching you now because you don't have that much time, but you will have all those recipes and you can make them with your nachos and just serve them as a dip. So chips and a dip is also a very good thing. But since we're teaching you here, we'll do the loaded version. I punched my tortillas now. Remembered it this time. Okay, so we'll just get this done. My induction seems to be doing its own thing, but never mind. And we just needed to hold together the dough basically. So once this is done, and I can keep it like this. This is how I can keep it. This level of cooked tortillas. This is what I can keep in a newspaper packed into my fridge in an airtight box or maybe in a Ziploc cover. So I'm going to keep my dough aside now because I'm going to carry on with the rest of the procedure. So we will just keep this aside for now. And I'll just show you the remaining part of the nachos. This is my roti done. I need to get the oil. So now you see that's a very well done tortilla. So I'm going to fry these chips and keep them aside, and then we come to the final element, which would be the refried beans. So this tortilla is done. Now I'm going to take these 3, switch off my gas, and I'm just going to get the oil back here in a minute. So now we have our tortillas. I'm just going to give it a little more punch again. They're different sizes, doesn't matter because they're all going to cut up and be chips. Some become small, but when they look at it, cut. So I'm just pressing it through so that it goes. So even if I forgot it there, I will do it here for sure. Because you have to, before putting it into your oil, you need to do this. Here's my channel. So get your bowl here, which we're going to fry it out into. So now you see I have layered these up. Okay. And I'm going to use a pizza cutter, yeah, to cut them. So I want a square triangle. You'll get some squares and some triangles. So we will start this way and cut them straight first. And then just turn them around and cut this the other way. Okay. And there are the chips now. So I wouldn't want you to do this and store your tortillas because then the sides will get very dry. So if you're keeping the tortillas, I would want you to put it in the round form. Do not cut them like this. So we are now going to fry them. So you can just focus here. So I'm just going to drop these into my hot oil. The sound is. So we're going to fry and our beautiful golden chips are going to come out. So we want to fry this on not very hot oil. It has to be medium hot because if it's too hot, you'll get burnt nachos and we don't want that. So just fry them like chips and you will see the crunch when it cools down a bit. So we'll do this. Fry our nachos, what we have done.
Smita, my nachos.
Oh, lovely. Awesome.
Thank you. First time I'm making nachos.
Yeah, you'll never buy the ready-made ever again now. They're so easy. And you can stock this and keep this. You have any party at home, anything at home, even if you want to just sprinkle some cheese over it and serve it, put in the microwave for a minute and serve it, it'll be superb. So now I'm just taking out these and I'm putting my next lot in.
1 week before you should have taught me, no?
Abhi, I can't help it if Ranju chose for the birthday celebration today. So I'm just adding a little more now. In about 3 times, it will get done. And once the nachos are done, we will get set for the refried beans. And of course, your cheese is all grated. So basically, my version of nachos is layering up the nachos. And instead of your refried beans, have the baked beans because I kind of like that flavor. And then have cheese in between. So when I'm making the baked beans, if you notice the ingredients, they do resemble the salsa also. So your baked beans will have that salsa flavor. So you have your beans cooked with the salsa and the cheese on top. So all your flavors are there, but it's a quicker way and an easier way to go. And it tastes yummy. And if your baked beans are left over, well, you can have them on toast with the cheese. You can make, so it's how you want. You can have them on buns. These nachos you can also bake. I mean, they won't taste the same, but if you're healthy on it and things like that, since I'm teaching you today properly, I said they have to be fried. But you can definitely layer them up in your oven and bake them for maybe about, say, 12 minutes if your oven's good enough. And you should be able to go with these.
Punjabis
Or
are
if
not
it's
allowed
lesser, you can see till you see that little crisp.
Smita, Punjabis,
No, Punjabis
are not allowed to bake.
to.
Not allowed to bake.
Not allowed to bake the nachos, otherwise we can bake.
No, nachos. We're talking about nachos now.
Yeah. नहीं अभी स्वाद पूरा चाहिए तो this is like saying पराठे पे you have to have your butter. You don't have a paratha otherwise. छोड़ दो उसको.
वही तो.
So we'll just fry the nachos up. So you'll see, let me show you if you can hear. I don't know if you can hear. Can you hear? No.
I don't know. Right.
Can you hear this sound?
Sukanya, you make your nachos and you're eating them too. I didn't see you kneading the flour and
see this crispness is just like you snap it, it breaks like that. This is my nachos already ready, and you can definitely eat it, Sukanya. It's ready to go. How is it? How are the chips?
Unmute and say. Unmute, Sukanya.
How are you liking the flavor of the chips?
Okay. You want a good answer, you want an honest answer. Tell me that.
Honest answer.
Okay.
Honest answer is I had no time to, I know I have to rush now, so I bought the corn chips, but I will definitely try it.
Okay, so let me ask somebody who's made it. Rachel, how are the chips? How do you like the recipe?
Yeah, see my corn chips.
Yo.
Ranju, yes, let's see them.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Even Alkaji is also
Spotlight.
done with the corn chips. Very good, Alkaji.
Can we spotlight them? See? Can we spotlight them?
Yeah, you can spotlight.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely, lovely.
Lakshmi, you need to change your earphones, Lakshmi.
Yeah, Lakshmi, go. Go mute, Lakshmi.
Naren.
Noise.
Smita, slightly they puffed up. I think I should have pricked them slightly more.
Either you prick them or make them thinner next time.
No, they're pretty thin. I still have one lot to fry.
So poke them well. You
I
poke
think I
them well.
poke them a little more.
Vijay,
Prashant also.
Yeah, and you have to
Prashant also.
No, you have to load them also. Yeah, don't keep eating them. You have to load them with the vegetables.
No, she's eating all of them, and for Prashant, she'll get ready-made ones.
No, this last lot is there to fry. I'll give him that.
It's awesome. It's very yum.
Send some here.
Wow, Ranjana. Yay, bravo. Our national secretary's got lots to do.
Oh, Sunaina is also ready with her nachos. Yay.
Yes. And I've made both the versions. This one is which I roasted on the tawa, you know. And this I fried like Smita said. And this one is a roasted one, which is also tasting good.
Okay. But when you load them with the cheese and all that, they'll get soggy, na?
Yes. They will get
So that time you use the fried one.
Yes.
So I will make the fried ones.
Yeah. So now, Mula.
Sunaina, tea party at your house?
Yes, please.
Come for dessert to my house.
Okay, done.
All Malas are invited. Aruna, I'm waiting for you to have
Actually,
your
Beagle is right.
I'll be the honored guest then. When both of you give me the recipe.
Okay.
Smita, mine is also done.
Super. Excellent.
Yes, very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Lakshmi, you sound like that alien from the space. Please don't talk.
Okay, we will now move on to the refried beans after these girls are all done. When you're ready, I'll just get the entire arrangement done. Finish your nachos till then. So remove the oil and get a pan now.
Lakshmi, try speaking without the mic.
Am I clear?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay, maybe I think.
Awesome. Good to see you girls with all that cooking. Lovely.
Who's that?
That's me, Smita.
Smita.
Okay. Now
I'm ready for the next refried beans.
Munira, catch hold of Deepa. Put a question for her.
Where is she?
Hi.
Yes.
I've spotlighted her.
Yes. Deepa.
Catch her.
I'm enjoying the
Deepa
show.
can't go get away without doing something.
Tell me how much oil did she put in her atta?
Listen, I missed that bit.
Naren,
I
the chips
missed that
fried.
bit. I need the recipe. But I'm excited to try it out.
Yes.
Something that I haven't made as yet.
All of us are who are watching her. We are excited to do it.
Munira, Deepa is an amazing cook.
Oh, okay. So I think she can ask us some
In our
questions.
Tangent Club, I think she's the best cook.
Oh.
Oh, Bijal, you're flattering me. Thank you.
No, I'm not.
Are we ready for the next?
And what's your favorite recipe? What's your favorite recipe with her, Bijal, with Deepa?
Yeah, so we're ready to move to the next?
Yes.
Can we go on?
Yes.
Okay,
go
so
ahead.
I would need you to focus on this thing. So I'll show you all the ingredients once. So you can just see if you've missed something to bring it. Get on the food view.
Yeah.
So what do we have here? I have my pan ready to make my baked beans. I have chili flakes. I have oregano. I have butter. I have olive oil. I have spring onions, capsicum, onions, tomatoes, tomato ketchup, and my beans. So I've got the Heinz beans, but you can use any tomato flavored beans, no problem. This
Hey,
is
yaar,
just one.
Smita, why did you have to show them the name? I would have asked them the question. Nah.
Okay, ask them after some time. So ask them what is the other brand they can use.
I'll give the answer.
You must be having that brand now, right?
No, I have it in my hand. Acha, Smita,
okay.
butter is necessary if I can use oil.
Sorry?
Do I have to use butter or can I use oil?
Actually, it adds flavor to the whole thing. The reason we put oil is so that the butter melts up well. So butter is necessary, oil is optional. If you don't have it, you can go with the oil.
Increases the smoking point. I don't like it with butter, so I'm going to avoid the butter.
Okay, so no problem. That's up to your flavors. You can always do what you need to do. So I'm going to add the butter to my pan.
I don't have oregano, but I have mixed herbs. Is that okay?
Bijal and
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, do remember this is Smita 5. You can make Bijal 5.
Yeah, exactly. You've got that right now. So I'm going to put the butter and then I'm going to add the oil to it so that the butter doesn't go too brown. Yeah. So I'm going to add, as soon as it melts a bit, I'm going to add the oregano to the butter, the chili flakes. You can make more chili flakes, less chili flakes. That's just about what I've written there is what I like in my baked beans. So you can just look at that. Then the next thing to go in is the onions. I'm getting a nice fragrance in my butter. So I'm now ready to add my onions. And I need to cook this until it gets pink.
I am going drool.
See this container.
So we have
Request not to speak in between, please. We can't hear Smita.
Yeah, so I am now, see if you can see the onions, they are a little pink.
This is smelling heavenly.
Yeah, it does now. Exactly. Now we add in the capsicum. After they turn pink, we're going to add in the capsicum. So this is like a hot version of the salsa. This is what I'm making. So you can have a hot salsa if you want, just with the tomato and end it up as a salsa. I've also given you another salsa recipe, which is just with the raw veggies. But this is my cooked salsa with the beans. So I get it all cooked and nice together, blended. And now I go for the tomatoes. Add the tomatoes in. And cook for about 2-3 minutes. I would like to add some salt to this. Where's my salt? No, salt. Namak.
Mouth is watering. Yeah, I'm feeling hungry.
Just we'll cook this a bit.
All my household is coming down and saying we are hungry.
So just let this cook for about 2-3 minutes, and now we add the salt. The salt is again to taste. And you can always check your salt, spices once it's cooked also, and add a little more, doesn't matter. So it's not that if I don't put it now and I don't put it later, but I can just add it. Nice to see my mother there on the screen. Mom, how am I doing?
Very well.
Thank
I'm
you.
feeling nice. I'm feeling proud.
Have you added the spring onion yet, Smita?
Not
No,
yet.
no, I will add that in the
Not
end.
yet.
I will
Okay,
add that
good.
in the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
We have to get these flavors infused together. So let's just cook this a bit. Asking for a cover.
Oh, colorful it
It's,
is.
yeah, Mexican has to be colorful. So you can see the sizzle coming up now. You can see the smoke. You can get that burnt smell. So this is now exactly what we need. And I'm now going to add 1 can of my baked beans. So if you want to multiply the ratio, you just multiply it when you're adding more. So this is good for 1 can of baked beans, and just pour it down into that pan. Okay, so we'll just pour it down into this pan. Yeah, okay, all right. Now give it a nice mix. My spring onions will go on top after it is cooked. Now I just need to cover this and let it cook for a little bit. About 5 minutes roughly. So if you have any questions in the meanwhile, you can ask me till this is cooking.
Looks so colorful.
Smelling
Yeah.
so yummy, I need to stop cooking and start eating.
You can do that. You're in your own kitchen. Any questions? I can
Any
take them now.
questions? Please put it on the chat box or you can ask directly.
Oh, I forgot one ingredient got left. I have to add my tomato ketchup. So you can just add that after the baked beans. It has to go up. Sorry. Get me the sauce, tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. Uh-oh.
So the Smita snack in our house is ready.
It's ready. You can, if you want to make a dinner out of this, have this even on a nice bun. So I'm going to add some tomato sauce into this ketchup. It just adds a nice flavor. So about a tablespoon of ketchup. Yeah, so this is just going to cook. Yes, any questions, anyone?
I think you were very straightforward and clear, Smita.
Oh, that's awesome. Lovely.
Yeah.
Do we cook this on high, Smita? Do we cook it
Yes,
on high
yes,
now?
you can make it on high until you get a nice boil. And then now we can just reduce it on medium flame. This basically needs to cook for about 5 minutes.
Hi, Smita. This is Nagareka from Hubli.
Hello. Yes, Nagrika.
Can we
Hi.
air fry the nachos?
Yes, you can. You can. So what you can do is after your tortillas are made, then you just
Yes.
brush the oil on them and put them into your air fryer. They'll come out quite crisp as well. They are the next best to the fried.
Okay, thank you.
You can
And
air fry
please-
them and then you can
Please
make it
send
like
the
this also.
recipes, yeah? Please send the recipes.
Yeah, the recipes will be on the group after the cook along is over. So you will
Okay.
have the entire recipe booklet with you. And you will have some bonus recipes to try out as well.
Rishabh,
Okay,
how is
thank you.
how does it taste? I can see Rishabh taking away all the nachos.
They're asking you how does it taste.
Extra recipes. Yay, Smita.
Yeah, he's my taster here and saying, come
Yeah.
here.
Rishabh, how is it?
It's good.
Good, huh? Very nice.
He's liking them. This is a food my children love, you know. And actually, I got this recipe done because of my children because they love baked beans. Hello, you can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Smita. We
Yeah.
can hear you.
So what I was saying is baked beans and nachos happened because of my children because one of them is allergic to rajma. So I cannot use that bean and they love baked beans. So I think this is one of the best things as I think mommies cook. So then they start making things away and then you have Smita Fied or whosever name it is, and that's how it happens. Children are our inspiration to cook, aren't they? And were mine definitely to learn also. So my baked beans look ready and done. I'm going to switch this off. So they're nice. You can see that the sauce is all mixed up. It's a lovely texture to the whole thing. And I'm going to get my baked beans in a bowl. So I'm going to get it off the gas now. And I'm going to transfer it to a bowl. You can move this. So I've got my baked beans here. I'll just leave this pan in the back.
Yummy.
Yes, it's almost over. So now I'm going to put the spring onions on top, and this is my baked beans dish ready. So either you can just straight away
My
fill the
baked
plate. The baked beans is get me the black plate.
Smita,
Yes.
baked beans.
Show me. I can't see you, Bijal. Just get Bijal up.
I don't know who's doing it. You can't see me?
I can't see you. No, just Lakshmi. Can you get Bijal on screen? She's talking to someone, I think.
Whom do you want?
Yeah, there. Yes, yes. Bijal on screen.
Bijal on the screen. Okay, 1 second. Yeah. Yes. Wow.
Awesome. Lovely.
Lovely.
Perfect color.
Only thing
Perfect color.
I don't see the
Yeah.
coriander on top.
It's not
There's no
coriander, it's spring onions.
Spring onions.
Oh, it's spring onions. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has that, so I didn't put that.
It is
Okay.
the chives.
problem.
The chives.
The chives, yes. That's
Yeah,
what
I
it
didn't
is.
have that, so I didn't put it.
Smita, is this consistency okay? Can I
Wait,
remove it off
can-
the stove?
Can I see who's the Shivranjini, is it?
Yeah.
I can't see you actually. So can you
One
bring
minute,
them up?
1 minute.
Smita, you can check mine.
Sunaina, that's Sunaina.
Yeah, yes,
Yes, Sunaina.
Sunaina, it looks good.
I
It
can't
looks
see
good.
Sunaina.
Yes,
1
yummy.
second.
And I can see. Shivranjini, I can see yours. Yes, it's perfect. Stop it now. It has to have that little gravyish.
Yeah.
Yes, Sivaranji's is a little dry. Shivaranji,
If it gets
Can
a
I-
little dry, you can add a little water to it slightly, a warm
Okay.
water, and give it a little one boil and keep it ready.
Sukanya,
Slightly, it
Sukanya,
should be.
please check out Sukanya's.
If I pour, if
Show
I
me,
bend
show me
it to
once
come
again.
out to the
Show me
computer.
Shivranjini once more. Little
Sukanya is
warm
also
water.
done.
Yeah.
Okay, where's Sukanya?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Sukanya is done. Only she didn't do
Yeah,
the
it's a little
nachos.
dry. We need it little. See, that happens when it's a little dry because when you use your baked beans, it does not have enough tomato sauce in it. So when we are cooking it for 5 minutes, the ones when you're using with lesser tomato sauce you'll need to add a little more tomato ketchup to it. If there's little less sauce in your baked beans, it's more dry. So just add little tomato sauce with little water mix so it gets the tomato base. You
Why
can
is
even add
Ranjana's-
tomato puree.
Why is Ranjana's color different?
Where's Ranjana?
I can see her bowl.
Bangalore kidney beans.
You can try the similar recipe if you want with any
I
bean
think
of your
her
choice. It
beans
will just
were-
make a new
Her beans
nachos.
were immersed in yellow tomatoes. Yellow tomatoes.
I've used
Oh, that's
garden beans.
okay. You can use any bean you want to. This is just my version of it. So and you can actually make different flavored nachos with different beans. So that's what you have to. So now I want you to get your elements together. We need the nachos which you have made, the baked beans, the cheese, and the spring onions together. Just get this entire thing. Can we focus on food view now?
Yeah.
Just
Food
focus
view,
on the
food
food view so you can.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh wow.
So you see, I have my plate. I love to use either black or white because the food is so colorful, it will show in one of these. So I prefer using a plain colored plate and my preferences are these. So I have the nachos here, which we fried. I have the refried beans here. I have my cheese here and I have the spring onions here. Now we come to making them loaded. You can gladly have just these as it is, or you can just sprinkle this, put this in the microwave for 1 minute and have this as a dip. Or you're going to do what I'm doing, which is actually out of the world. But I would suggest you do this just before you're going to eat it. So keep it like this till before you're going to eat it. So if you're going to say have it for dinner at about 8 o'clock, keep it like this and do my step, which I'm doing just 2 minutes before you're going to eat it. So I'm going to now put, it gets soggy, so you won't want that. But if you keep it like this, you can have it like this anytime. So now I'm going to start with layering my first layer of nachos. So I'm just going to layer it up. Okay, and I'm going to take a nice helping of baked beans on top of it. I'm going to cover my nachos with you want to put the baked beans on the nachos so that when you lift one, you'll have flavors coming out in all of them. So I'm just going to make sure I cover them nicely. And here they go. So I've got a nice layer. Now I'm going to add some cheese onto this.
What cheese did you use?
This is
Mozzarella?
I have used I have used the cheddar, and
Cheddar.
I've used the normal Amul cube. I love the Amul flavor, and so do my kids. So Amul is mixed with cheddar. So I made a layer of the cheese. Now comes one more layer on top of this. And you can also have some sour cream on the side with this, or some guacamole you can have, which is the avocado dip. So I'm just going to make a little tower. So if you see, this comes like this, and we're going to add another layer of baked beans on top. You will definitely have more baked beans than go on your nachos. So that will go very well with nice toasted garlic bread, or maybe even some nice rice, which you want to, and you can put a layer of nice tossed garlic rice, put baked beans, put a white sauce and bake it up. It'll be really nice. So I'm going to just add some spring onions here. I forgot to add them in the layer below. So you can do it that as well. It just adds a nice flavor. And now I'm going to cover this up with cheese. So we want the cheese to cover the nachos now, because this is what my loaded nachos is going to look like. I've made a small plate, so I have them left. If you make a bigger plate, you can use up everything.
Smita, second layer
Sorry?
also add baked beans.
Yes. So you
Yes.
go like you go is the layering Seradura. This is the layering nachos. So first layer is nachos, second layer beans. You can add spring onions, you add cheese. Then you put in the layer of nachos. Then you put in the bean, then you put the cheese and the spring onion. So now what you're going to do with this is you're going to microwave it for 1 minute. So when you do that, the entire cheese melts from top to bottom, and it's a nice gooey cheese that you can pick out. You will see it in a minute. So now I have put this here. So I've covered it with cheese, enough cheese now. I think that's good to go. And I'm going to top this up with some lovely green.
40 minutes और चलेगा.
And I'm going to have some olives also, which I'm going to put it on this. Give me some olives. So if you see this now, this is ready. And I like to put some olives also. So I'm just going to add that quickly, which I forgot to put in the recipe. You can just, it's up to you. If you like them, you add them. You don't like them, you don't add them. You can even have them straight cold, but I'm just going to bake mine up a bit. So this is my olives. I'm just going to break them. If you have them, you put them. You don't have them, that's okay. You can also put in some oregano chili flakes on this later if you want, but we don't need it because we've already added in our baked beans. So this is a good one to go. Okay, so this is ready now. All I'm going to do is take this and put it into my oven for 1 minute, and I'm going to be right back. So over to you, Munira. Till then, I'll just get this into the oven and back it.
Okay. Okay, ladies, all those who all participated.
Oven or microwave? Oven or microwave?
Oven. She said oven. She said oven.
No, I'm sorry, microwave oven.
Okay.
Sorry,
Microwave.
Ladies, because 1 minute oven में कुछ नहीं होगा. Actually, oven में 1 minute में कुछ भी नहीं होगा. Only microwave can cook something for you in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
microwave oven for.
I thought you had preheated the oven.
No. I haven't done that. In the microwave for just 1 minute, or maybe if your cheese takes a little, maybe 2 max. Not more than that, just until the cheese melts. So be back with.
And what? No microwave then? We don't have a microwave?
I'll be back.
Preheat an oven and then you do it in the oven.
If you don't have microwave, you can keep it in a kadai and cover frying pan, the plate, and cover it and just do it.
Thank you for the tips. Yeah.
Or just eat it like
all those who cooked along with Smita, what was your experience? Please share something.
I have thoroughly
enjoyed. Yes. Then what else? Who else cooked with her? I think you all cooked only the Seradura with her.
I didn't cook with her, but I enjoyed listening to everything.
Where are you, Nalini?
I'm traveling. I'm in
okay,
someone's house. I can't put on my video.
Okay, fine.
Okay, let's. You can ask Rachna. Rachna ji.
There is a question that won't the chips become soft if you put it in the microwave for 1 minute? No, they'll get a yummy flavor and then you serve it immediately. That's why I said you must do this just 1 minute before you want to eat it. Don't do it before.
Is somebody
And
there?
you-
Is somebody there at home to eat it immediately for you, Smita?
Yeah, my son is right here. It's ready and I'm bringing it in a minute. That's it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, even Sukanya is done.
There,
Sukanya is going to have an early dinner and rush somewhere, wherever.
Okay, ladies, it's here. It's here.
There.
Show me the food.
Show me. Sukanya, show me yours. Show me yours. Sunaina, show me yours.
Okay.
Okay, so show this food view.
Wow.
Lovely, lovely.
Yum.
So you
It's
can
yum.
see that the nachos are still very crisp. I'm still breaking them.
Oh,
So this is
wow.
how it is. That is your fully loaded nachos. And I'll have my son eat it for you. Come and see, have it.
I'm also eating.
How is that? How is this? Is this okay?
I'll make it one day. I don't
Show
know
me
that.
where, yeah.
Smita, is this okay?
Let me try. I
Can you
don't
lift
have
it a little
all this,
higher? Yeah,
but
you can
I'll
add a little more cheese.
Lakshmi, mute. Lakshmi, mute.
Okay.
Add a little more cheese if you want. If you already baked it up, then leave it. It's okay.
Mita, and
Yeah, I already put it in. It's already melted.
Now, so then it's okay. Just show it, focus in that.
Mita, I'm done.
Yeah, super awesome. So with this we have done our dishes. Oh, lovely.
Yum.
Brilliant.
Lovely, Bijal. Yeah.
Very nice.
Don't forget, you have to plate it and send the pictures. The contest is on for the plated dish.
Oh,
And don't forget that.
okay.
And if you want to take out your Serradura from the fridge, well, that's also ready. Your Serradura can come out. It is ready.
Okay, I'll take a photo of both and
Your Serradura is ready. Let me just put a nice.
You plate it well and send us the pictures. We are waiting for them to come on the group.
okay, right away.
Lovely to have so many of us here, 40 plus. Thank you so much for all of you all for showing up here, and all those who participated and kind of gave Smita the boost. Of course, she's such a wonderful, meticulous person. Nobody can beat her. The kind of preparation she did and the kind of the PDF of the recipe and checking with us on every step. Like, she's simply the best. We love you, Smita.
Thank you. So
are the
here
best.
is
Smita,
the
really.
entire recipe. Here it is. My entire, all the three, they're all
Okay.
ready and done. There. If you can see in the food view, you can just focus on the food view. They're all here.
Very nice.
And look at the way she has quietly cleared the table so fantastically. She just folded the table cover and there everything is neat and tidy. There you go.
It has to be quick and snappy. There it is.
Yeah,
Can you see?
yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And if you want to have the Serradura, take a nice bite like this, go straight in, and there is your Serradura. You can see.
Lovely, lovely. Salivating.
It is an entire mix of sawdust and the biscuit and the almond. So you just go.
भूख भी लगी है, प्यास भी लगी है, क्या करें?
I don't have
Perfect.
the heart to break this. I don't have the heart to dig in. Look at that, Smita.
Wow. Your cream has really come up in peaks, huh, Sukanya? Lovely,
It is looking
lovely.
delicious.
Yeah, when you use the Amul whipped
What's
cream, it
that?
come out perfectly.
What's
Free
that,
hugs for
Sunaina?
Smita.
Yes.
Smita, Manira, free hugs.
Thank you.
Thank you, Smita. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, lovely. Thank you. Okay, let me tell you
Lovely,
something,
lovely.
ladies.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Hello, listen to me. Let me tell you something. This idea of a cook along was actually conceived by Lakshmi. She
Yes.
was crazy and passionate about this. And then we thought, okay, how many will come, this, that. But then we thought, okay, let's be positive, and whoever comes, comes. Who doesn't come, doesn't come. And here we are today at the end of the program. And thanks to Lakshmi and Smita
Thank you.
for
Thank you so much.
cooperating and making this such a huge success. Of course, we miss Jayashree. Lots and
Yeah.
lots and lots. Yeah.
Yes.
She would have-
Thank you.
She would have added a different charm to the
Lakshmi
whole.
and Monira and Smita, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for it is so yummy. I feel so proud of myself. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Welcome.
Wait. We have some prizes that you are going
Thank
to
you,
win.
Lakshmi,
Wait.
Munira.
Please wait, Smita has important announcements to make. Please bear with us.
Munira,
So
Munira.
we had, Nalini, 1 second.
Yeah.
We had some contests on the group, which was your guess the dish, plate the dish and prepare the dish is happening now. So you will all please don't leave the group because we will be sending the winners on the group and also the recipes will be coming on the group. So for now, I will announce the 4 winners of, we said we'll have 2, but the closeness was so much of these 4 people for guess the dish that I could not decide between, because it was a matter of few minutes that it was different, but the answers were perfectly written, explained and done very beautifully. So my 4 winners, Nalini, can you please mute?
Sorry.
Mute.
Yeah, so the 4 winners that we have for Guess the Quiz. The first is Indra Bambani ji. Congratulations.
Where is she? Where is she? Spotlight
You can spotlight
I
them
saw
as
her,
and
but
when
is
I'm
she
taking their
here?
name.
Let me see.
So the first one was Indra ji.
No, I don't think she's here.
The second one, I mean, they were like they all got the same points. So I'm just giving them in order as I got them. Then we had Shiv Ranjini, who gave all correct answers. So yay, Shiv Ranjini, it's great.
Yes, Shiv
Yeah,
Ranjini.
and then we had then our next winner is Rachna Gupta. She also got them all right. And then we have Meeta Chopra, who got them all right. So these 4 have won the sub-contest of Guess the Dish.
Yeah.
And
Well
you
done.
have to now wait. You have to now wait for Lakshmi and Murina to decide on the others. They will be letting out these, and all of you who have cooked today will be getting a participation certificate. And there is a title to be won, which is Tangent India MasterChef 2021.
Wow.
Now, who will that title go to? We will know in a little while.
Yes.
Okay. And one more thing. All the certificates have been personally designed by Smita. She's done a wonderful job. So we need to applaud her once more for the certificates also.
Thank you.
And lady, you take a bow.
Thank you.
Yes.
You
Smita,
are
you're too good.
Thank
you are
you.
super good.
Smita, you are better than Chellaya.
Thank you so much. Oh my
Master
God,
Chef.
don't let anybody hear that.
No.
What a
Hey, he
wonderful
was
compliment
rattling
is that.
off in that speed, yeah. Having attended both, I can see the difference. This is more
Okay.
like it, but well done,
Thank you.
very well done. And I could see the way you put all
Thank
your
you so
heart
much.
and soul. You're so passionate. The
Can
moment
we have this again,
I can just sort of
please?
you, so it's fine.
Can we have this again?
Lovely evening, yes. Okay,
We
so
will
now,
make it a regular event. We'll make it a regular event.
Thank you.
Yes.
I loved it.
I'm so
I
glad you
genuinely-
all took part.
okay, fine. Okay, let's
Yeah,
make the
thank you
announcement
for
the-
everything.
Yes, we will make the announcement after we receive the plated dishes, on
yes.
the group.
Yeah,
But
on the
for
group.
But for the
You
pre-preparation, I would like to announce right now. So we acknowledge the efforts taken, the joyous efforts taken by all of you to lay out your table so beautifully. But then somebody has to win, right? So the first prize and the only prize goes to Mumbaikar. Bijal Kalba. Bijal Kalba.
Anthurians.
Somebody whistle if you can.
3 cheers for Bijal. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Bijal, your Anthurians stole the show too.
Congratulations, Bijal! Kitchen platform sitting on the kitchen.
Yeah, actually, yes, that won you the prize. The
Bijal, that was very good. You sat on the kitchen.
The natural background won her the prize.
And now you have to send in your entries until 7:30.
Yes.
So we will close the contest at 7:30. Entries only before 7:30 will be taken in. So please hang in on the groups, because after we announce that, will the recipe booklet be launched?
Yes.
Only after all the prizes are done.
And these winners are going to get something very, very nice from Smita.
Yes.
Stay tuned. All right. Oh, see
That's
you
going to be
all.
a surprise coming to you in your courier
Yes.
to the winners. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for all of you for being here. Thank you, Smita.
Thank you.
Thanks, Smita. Complete time.
Bye. Love
Thank
you.
you so much,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you,
Nice meeting
Smita.
everyone.
Thanks, Smita. Nachos, Smita.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Nice meeting everyone.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked the recipes.
It was great.
Auntie,
working
good job,
alongside you,
Auntie.
Smita.
Thank you.
Smita.
Shobha, Auntie,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you for training Smita so well.
Yeah, I'm feeling very
Yes.
nice today.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I'll tell you a secret today, all of you. My
Uh-huh.
mother used to always try to teach me how to cook when I was very young. So I really wanted her today here. And I remember telling her, Ma, engineers don't cook. Are you not going to marry me in a house where I'll have somebody to cook? She said, no, you must learn because you never know what others can do. You'll have to be there to supervise. And today when I was doing the cooking, I called her in the morning and I couldn't help but laugh. I said, Ma, just see your words coming true. So it's, I think, a full cycle.
The engineer at the table, the kitchen table. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So she
Yeah, I'm
definitely
feeling,
has to
The
try
I'm feeling
engineer
very
and the
proud
science
today.
student, the engineer and the science student is standing there at the kitchen table.
Absolutely.
What wonderful chemistry, Smita. Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to end
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
the meeting now.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Thanks, Ma.
Bye-bye.